All right, well, my neighbor's little dog is yapping away like crazy, but hopefully that's, easily ignored while we jump into this reaction video. We're gonna be listening to Genesis Owusu, Smiling with No Teeth today. I'm not super familiar with Genesis Owusu. This reaction comes as a result of Mixo donating the absurd amount of money that he donated during that Make Me Hate It video, which I'm currently in the process of editing. This was a special request by him. I have heard, I think, maybe 2 or 3 Genesis Owusu tracks that Mixo himself had suggested in previous streams. And so when he suggested that I listen to this album, I was pretty interested. I had previously, enjoyed those 2 or 3 songs that I have heard in the stream. So, we're gonna jump into it as open-mindedly as possible. We're gonna see what Genesis Owusu has to offer us on Smiling with No Teeth. It's 15 songs long, 53 minutes. I'm gonna hit play, let it roll, and I'm just gonna give you guys my thoughts on it. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Thank you for being here. Sit back, relax, enjoy. Track 1 is On the Move. I mean, already pretty crazy shit, right? Seems pretty interesting. I'm loving the heavy percussion, but I was really liking the synth work too. That lead in the background was dope. This breakdown right here with the bass line's pretty heavy, I like it. Drum sounds are relatively clean, right? In contrast to how kind of dirty everything else sounds. The drum sounds are pretty snappy and crisp. Fairly interesting haunting vocals here. Kind of adds to that kind of, October spooky season kind of vibe. I like it. It's an interesting enough intro. It's short, which is great too. Track 2 is The Other Black Dog. Okay, I see where you're going with this. Man, I love how wonky those keys sound. I like how artful he is with his performance. I like his flow, his energy. Pretty fast-paced, almost like a dance track, but a little weirder, I respect it. I don't really listen to music like this very often, but I can respect it and how well done this is. I don't really feel like I have too much else to say about this. This is cool. I like the pace. It feels a little too long, a little repetitive maybe, but that's really it. It's cool. It's cool. Like I said, I respect it. Oh. It's still the same song. I really would have preferred that this switch up happened earlier. Yeah, it's funky, a little abrupt, coming off of that fast-paced, loud, chaotic energy from the previous part of the track. But I think how hard of a left turn that it was kind of works, because everything about this so far has been a little weird, so I like it. Track 3 is Centerfold. I mean, how creative are these vocals, right? Syncopated little synths. What's up, Riley? Good to see you, dude. Just doing this reaction video. How about you? How you been? Oh, thank you, Riley. I appreciate you, man. Half a year. Let's go. Yeah, I love the use of the guitars here, too. It feels like the tempo slowed down a little bit. Again, a little weird, but it's funky. It's got a little bit of soul to it. You can't say that it's boring. Almost sounds like Kendrick, but pitched down just a little bit with some effects. I can see why Mixo suggested this. The orchestration and the production is just super out there. The next track is Waiting on You, track 4.
Let me show you my ways.
This is sounding like one of my favorite songs so far. It's Genesis Owusu, Clarity. This is absolutely the smoothest, most conventional song so far. It just so happens to be my favorite so far as well. I love what the guitars are doing here, man. Wow. It's kind of like they're answering him, you know what I mean? About 620,000 monthly listeners, Flirty. slightly overstaying its welcome just a little bit. I don't think this track needed to be 5 minutes long. Man, my neighbor's dog has started barking again. Track 5 is Don't Need You.
Said I can't leave my bed today. You tap me on my chest today. Wanna read? I don't need you. I don't need you.
The synth that's accompanying his vocals is very interesting. I also like the choppy little electric piano on my left ear. I think I like how weird he is. It does leave me a little speechless though. Definitely unconventional and unique though. I respect it. If you're watching this on YouTube, just please disregard every single thing that Flaherty says. She's a troll. I like how catchy this is too. It's got a little bit of an upbeat, happy, chirpy feeling to it. Oh, I love those synth horns, wow. The attack on those is really nice, the way they fade in slightly. Yeah, I love how groovy this one is. This is a good song too, just like that last one. Nothing but positive things to say about this one. It's gonna play into Drown, track 6. Dude, what the hell is this? All of a sudden it sounds like 80s. This is like late 70s, early 80s shit. I feel like I've heard this song before. This might have been one of the few tracks that Mixo submitted during the stream. Yeah, I've absolutely heard this before. Dude, this is a really cool 3-track run that he's going on right now. I added the previous 2 to my playlist, and this one is going on my playlist as well. I do really like Drown as well. Really solid 3-track run that he's going on right now. Next track is Gold Chains, track 7. Again, the guitar with the really distorted, you know, scratchy sounds really cool.
They chip away my heart, expect a coin to fill me. Oh man, he's believing, say we're on his team, man. But I've been bleeding when he cracks in the ceiling. I tried to mend him with glue. What a profession. Sleeping session.
He's a little bit of singing here. He's a little melodic. I'm not mad at this. He sounds good. Wow, okay. The middle section of this album is actually starting to feel really, really strong. Like really strong.
My phone can never go flat. Who knows where else my work at? All that since then. My life, my love, my business. A good playing charades inside the face of corporate system.
Gorillas or Zion? A little bit. It's like a really cool, weird fusion of a lot of different things. I'm loving the guitars on this one though, and this one again feels a little soulful and groovy. Drum programming here is really, really cool. Am I gonna react to the new Taylor Swift? Probably not. I've never heard a Taylor Swift album. Yeah, very solid like 4-track run. I'm letting it play on the track 8, Smiling with No Teeth, the title track.
He wants the sweetness without tasting the plant. Keep the Grammy for you. Our temples are at capacity, but we continue to cram in body after body.
I like what he's doing on this one, but it's not really as appealing to me as those 4 previous tracks were, so I don't know that I'll add it to my playlist. But it also has that like relentlessly chugging, you know, chugging along kind of wonky, groovy feeling to it that I like. The kind of like spoken parts throw me off a little bit. I'm not saying they're bad, I'm saying in terms of replayability, you know? This part really feels cool. Kind of like a community banding together moment, you know what I mean? Singing together. Like a wholesome little gospel moment almost. It does have like a warm, wholesome vibe to it right now. Track 9 is I Don't See Color. Okay, the percussion has won me over here.
What you think you gon' bring more? Cause wet that target and they gon' crawl around this market to follow y'all.
Yo, look at the lyrics, man.
Symbol and the gavel comes down like the crash of a cymbal, not a thimble, not a. How you think you gon' move?
Yeah, the production is pretty interesting, man. The percussion is like super energetic and fast-paced, but there's not a whole lot going on the top end. Love the lyrics on this one. This is probably the highlight for me of this track are the lyrics. I'm gonna let it play into Black Dogs, track 10. I like how fast-paced this one is. It kind of brings it back to the rock feel. Yeah, it's just a really interesting track there. Track 11 is Whip Cracker. Black Dogs kind of brought back that fast-paced rock and roll feel that I enjoy.
Look into the eyes of your master. Tell me if you still got the answer. If you pull my ass to the pastor, hope you
loving the lyrics.
I'm on my Malcolm X.
Production is so minimal here, but what little bit there is, I love.
Hands to yourself when you at the bar. We gon' hold your faith. Hope your soul is saved. We gon' hold your faith.
Dude, the rhythm guitar on my right ear is really cool. The one on my left ear is cool too. It's even more syncopated. The bassist is doing whatever he can to keep up, man. Love it. I can totally see why Mixo suggested this, man. It sucks he wasn't able to be in the chat today. And I haven't even mentioned the guitar solo that's going on there, man. This is killer. Love the keys, the shimmering keys here. Whip Cracker is on the longer side, but for maybe half of it, it's just killer instrumentals. I'm really not mad at that at all. Track 12 is easy.
She's such a fool when she says that she's in love. She's such a fool. She be content with his grab, he's dateable. Where her soul lies is debatable. Serve hate on silver platables.
Yeah, this album's really solid. I don't know that it would have been top 10 last year, in my opinion, but it has been very interesting. The lyrics have been really cool. The production's been very unique. Plus, the middle of the album is very, very solid. I think he went on like a 4 or 5 track run. It's a little unconventional, but if you're open to it, you might enjoy it. The use of the background vocals and the wailing guitar. This is solid, man. The next track is a song about fishing. Was not expecting a 6/8 swing at any point during this album with a little acoustic guitar, man. Reminds me of Plastic Beach by Gorillaz. I guess. Yeah, I could see that. The tracks are definitely different from each other. Loses his identity on this song? What does that even mean? This entire album has been a little all over the place. I feel like that's exactly what you would expect from him. This is just chill, smooth. It's almost over as well. I'm gonna let it play on a track 14, No Looking Back. It doesn't have that kind of amnic attitude the other songs are kind of built upon. Yeah, no, this one is radically different than the other ones. The other ones are just slightly different, but still, I think he didn't lose his identity. I think he did pretty well. Full House theme song type beat. This is wholesome. Love that saxophone in the background too. Oh, the horns, wow. The horns might be my favorite part of this album. Those horns are the highlight of the album. Wow, goddamn. Going on to the last track now, it's called Bye Bye.
Know that I see a bow. How do I end up sinking inside the warmth of all this praise? How do
I'm liking this track, but I think they should have flipped these last 2 songs in the track list and ended on that last one. Yeah, I'm saying, right? This one feels like, the last track felt like the album should have ended there, so Mixo, I'll send you the uncut version later on Discord, since you only showed up at the last track. So, it's a little tough to know exactly what to say about Smiling with No Teeth. It can be a little unconventional at sometimes, and it's not going to be for everybody. The style is very all over the place and very, I don't want to say experimental, but it's a little on the weird side of things at some points, right? And I personally enjoyed it. I thought it was creative and unique, and even the tracks that I didn't enjoy as much, I still respected for their creativity. You know what I mean? Maybe 1 or 2 songs on this one that felt a little too long, like they overstayed their welcome. But if we're looking at the positives, they outweigh the negatives heavily. There's a very, very strong 4 or 5 track run that he goes into in the middle of the album. I think I added like 4 or 5 songs, I don't remember exactly, in a row to the playlist, which is crazy. There's a little bit of everything for everybody here, from wholesome feel-good tracks like No Looking Back, and I believe it was, which one was the one that felt like really, community and wholesome? Maybe, I think it was a song about fishing. Maybe Whipcracker. I don't exactly remember the other one, but it feels like there were 3 songs that were just like really folksy, warm, wholesome tracks. But you also have songs that are heavier, faster paced drums, more distorted. The guitars are wailing. They lean a little bit more heavily into the rock side of things. You also have rap on this. I mean, this is just a very interesting listen from start to finish. It's 15 tracks, which is decent. The length is 53 minutes long, so set aside an hour or so if you want to listen to this. But I highly suggest that you do so because, like I said, you'll find something that you enjoy on this album for sure. Absolutely one of the more eclectic experiences. There's a lot of hard lefts on this album that don't even feel out of place with how weird he can be sometimes. So I appreciate that about this, man. Definitely an interesting listen to say the least. Shout out to Mixo for suggesting this one, man. I really liked it. All right, so I was just reading the chat, see if anyone else had anything to say. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Everyone stay safe, and as always, peace out.